I will be spending this video giving a plausible explanation for what I believe happened with the drowning of Amanda's daughter based on further evidence provided by witnesses at the trial. Let's start with Amanda herself and the fact she testified that the ball was left in the pool from the time before the incident. Then her partner's daughter mentioned in court that at her aunt's house, Amanda's daughter and son would try to get the ball out of the pool if it went in there, but couldn't remember how they did that. Then there is the chief of the fire department. He was the first emergency worker to arrive on the scene, and he saw the red wagon up against the pool and the bike laying on the ground beside it. The chief's initial instinct, from his experience, was that both had been used in an attempt to get into the pool. Now, if you put all of this information together, which the jury should have, you can get a good understanding of what really likely occurred. I would argue, therefore, that while Amanda was getting a couple of hours sleep after working the night shift, or while she showered or did a few chores around the house when she woke, the children were outside playing and noticed the ball floating in the pool. In order to try and get the ball, they put the red wagon up against the pool and stepped inside the wagon but couldn't reach the ball. They then got the bike and put that up against the pool. I would think that Amanda's son held the bike steady while her daughter climbed up as high as she could onto the bike and leaned forward in an attempt to get the ball. He then couldn't keep the bike steady any longer, and his sister lost her balance and fell into the pool and just panicked. Not wanting to get in trouble for helping his sister to try and get the ball, and her ending up falling in the pool and not moving, he decided to see if he could wake her up himself first before having to face his mum. So he got the white tray and prodded her with it or threw it at her in his attempt to wake her up, which he basically referred to doing when questioned by the women from Child Protection Services, and which the defence attorney reminded him about during the trial. When the right tray didn't work, then he looked around and found his toy rifle and prodded her with that to try and wake her up. His use of the white tray and the toy rifle would account for the bruises on his sister's head and body. By the time he answered his mum that his sister was out by the pool, too much of it had passed in which his sister might have possibly been saved. To sum up, by paying attention to evidence from the court case and elsewhere, my explanation as to what happened is probably more logical, plausible, valid than the contradictory one of Amanda's son and the prosecution and some of their other witnesses, and which contained no actual facts or proof that a crime had even been committed whatsoever. Many thanks for watching.